Hi everyone, here's a quick overview on how the Hallmark Movie Drafts game is played. Every show is a different topic. It's either movies featuring a specific Hallstar, or movie trope, or theme. And to be eligible, the movies have to premiere or air on Hallmark or Hallmark Movies and Mysteries channels. Panelists come to the game having created their own personal list of top 10 movies that they've ranked 10th through 1st based on the drafting topic. And the goal of the panel overall is to create a singular, definitive top 10 list. As a player, they're trying to get as many titles from their personal list onto that final list, ideally in the same ranking order as they have it on their own. So players are both working together and competing against one another to create this ultimate list of movies. The game follows a rotation format similar to those used in sports teams drafting, but here players are picking a movie title from their own list to put onto the final list, with each player taking turns. For a top 10 list, there are 3 players who will each take on a specific drafting position, either A, B, or C. And each of these positions come with a certain number of locations, numbered 10 through 1st, where the player will be able to offer up a movie title from their personal list. These are called their picks. And in addition to their movie title picks, each drafting position gets at least one veto card that they can play in the game if they dislike an opponent's movie choice. They either think it doesn't belong on the list at all and they want it off, or they think it belongs higher up on the list than where it's being played. They can say veto, and it removes that title from that position on the list, but it doesn't take it out of the game. Anyone can play the title again, further up on the list if they want to. One drafting position gets a bonus veto to use, in addition to the standard veto that each player gets. It's just an extra veto card, and it works the same as the regular veto card. But there is a special additional type of veto card that only one drafting position gets to use. It's called the veto override card, and here's how it works. If someone vetoes a movie title pick, but the player with the veto override card actually likes that title in that position, they can say override, and that title then gets locked into that position on the list, no more discussion, and we move on. The only thing they can't do is use the veto override card to save their own pick that just got vetoed. A player can also veto their own pick. Now, why would anyone do that, right? Well, it can happen. Sometimes after learning their fellow panelists talk about a movie that they just picked, a player may decide that they've changed their mind and don't want to play that title in that position after all. They can use their veto against themselves and submit a new title. It rarely happens, but it does happen, and it's a valid option. Players can also carry over any unused vetoes to the next time they play a match, but they can only carry over 2. So that's how the game is played. Panelists alternate, take turns trying to get their personal favorite movies onto the final list, while hopefully not getting their choices vetoed. Everyone has an opinion. They're here to rate, rank, and debate their way to creating ultimate best of lists of these Hallmark movies we love, or maybe not love, so much. It's all in good fun, lots of laughter, lots of shenanigans. You can see all of the show topics, list of eligible movies, the final top 10 lists, and the panelists who drafted them on our Letterboxd account called Hallmark Drafts. And be sure to follow the show on Instagram at Hallmark Movie Drafts to hear audio clips from the shows and see promos about future show topics. Thanks for checking in. Enjoy the show. Hallmark Movie Drafts is a monthly production. Stephanie Purcell creates the movie synopses using descriptions from IMDb or Hallmark.com as a base. Kate Baca vets the list of eligible movies and manages our Letterboxd account called Hallmark Drafts, where you'll find the list of eligible movies for each show, as well as the final top 10 lists and the panelists who drafted them. Erin Beth Cermak creates the Where to Watch lists and the trivia round questions, and along with Stephanie and Kate, provides additional creative, research, and hosting support. I'm Lynn Austin. I'm the showrunner, producer, and host. I staff the panels, create the show topics, manage the production schedule, and the HMD socials, and edit and publish the podcast. Intro and outro music is provided courtesy of Amato Zapana. Thank you to the Deck the Hallmark double-deckers who share their passionate opinions on these Hallmark movies that we love, or maybe not love, so much.